Alright, so in this video I'm going to be going over the Chapter 11 test review. It says you look at 8 sweaters at Target and the mean price is $40. The first 7 sweaters cost $50, $55, $30, $35, $39, $40, and $42. How much does the 8th sweater cost? So what I want to do is I want to add up all the costs together. And I know that there's one more sweater that I don't know the cost of, so I'm going to do plus X. And I want to divide it by 8. It tells me the mean price is 40, so that's what it should equal. I want to add up the price of all those sweaters that I do know. Which gets me $291. So I have $291 plus X over 8 equals 40. I want to get rid of my fraction, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply both sides by 8. That is going to get me 241 plus X equals 320. So then I want to go ahead and subtract 241 on both sides. So 320 minus 241 gets me 79. So the last sweater costs $79. My next question it gives me a set and it wants me to find the mean, median, and standard deviation along with the mode. I'm going to go ahead and type these numbers into my calculator. I'm going to go press stat. I'm going to press enter. I'm going to type in this whole list. Then I'm going to go stat, calc, enter, all the way down to calculate. The mean is the X bar, so that is 7.2. My median, if I scroll down, is MEV. That's 7. And my standard deviation is the one with the sigma that looks like this. That one is 3.54. Remember, hundredth is 2 decimal places. And then I need to figure out if I have a mode. So I need to look and see if any of these numbers are repeated. I have 8 is repeated 3 times. So 8 is the number that happens the most. Number 3 has this box and whisker plot. I need to figure out my minimum value, my median, my max value, my first quartile, my third quartile, my interquartile range, and my overall range. So my min value is 17. My median is the one in the middle, that is 21. My max is my largest value. My first quartile is the end of the box, that's 19. My third quartile is the other end of the box, which is 22. My IQR is my third quartile minus my first, so 22 minus 19, which gets me 3. And then my range is my max minus my min. I'm going to write that in red. So that is going to be the 28 minus the 17, which gives me 11 for my range. Okay, and then I want to decide if this is skew left or skew right. My whisker is longer on the right, so it is skew right. My next one says you go to a dance and help clean up afterwards. To help, you collect the soda cans, Coca-Cola and Sprite, and organize them. Some cans were on the table, some were in the garbage. 72 total cans were found. So, 72 total cans. 42 cans were found in the garbage. And 50 total cans were Coca-Cola. 14 Sprite cans were on the table. And I need to figure out the rest of my numbers. So, I know that for my total to be 72, I need to take 42 and subtract it from 72 to get my missing amount. So that is going to give me 30 for table total. Then, if I'm working backwards, if I have 14 cans of Sprite, I want to subtract 30 from 14 to get 16. If I have 50 cans of Coke, I want to subtract 16 to get the garbage cans, which gives me 34. 42 minus 34 gets me 8 Sprites, and then 14 plus 8 gives me 22. Which matches with 50 plus 22 equals 72. So I should check to make sure that everything adds up correctly. Okay, this one says it's a table that shows the results of a survey about what the engineers said their favorite subject was in middle school. Answer the following. So I have math and science, and then I have electrical, chemical, and mechanical engineers. Given that they preferred math, find the conditional relative frequency that they are chemical engineer. So chemical engineers who liked math are 80, and the total math is 254. I want to leave it as a decimal rounded to my nearest hundredth. So this is going to be 0.31. So this one is what you divide by. And then I want the part that is both chemical and math on top. My next question says a number is randomly chosen between 1 and 75. What is the probability the number is a multiple of 5? So I'm going to list out my multiples of 5. Didn't fit them all up here. Okay, so those are all my multiples until 75. So I want to count how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Out of 75 numbers, it just says probability. So I am going to turn it into a decimal, which is 0.2. And then I'm going to turn it back into a fraction just in case this one wants a fraction. It's 1/5. Both of those are totally fine answers. Number 7 says a marble is chosen at random from a bag of 25 marbles. There are 6 green, 2 yellows, 4 reds, 8 purples, and 5 black marbles in the bag. The table shows the results of choosing 10 marbles. For which color of marble is the experimental shown as the theoretical? So, I want to take all of these and divide by 25. And then I want to match up to what it actually told me in the problem. So the problem told me there were 6 greens, 2 yellows, 4 reds, 8 purples, and 5 blacks. Oh, wait. The table was for 10 marbles. Okay, so I just need 2 on my table. I need to simplify yellow. That gives me 1/2, and black is 1/5. I want to simplify my red ones if I can. The black simplifies again to 1/5. So because the 2 fractions match up, black is the one that's the same. So I need to pay attention to how many marbles it tells me in the problem. Number 8 says, I play a game that requires rolling a 6-sided die and then randomly choosing a colored card from a deck containing 5 green, 7 orange, 3 purples. Find the probability. I'll roll a number less than 3 and choose a blue card. So, if I'm rolling a dice, numbers less than 3 are just 1 and 2. So that is 2 out of 6. And then I want a blue card. So there were no blue cards in the deck. Out of 5 plus 7 is 12, plus 3 is 15. And then I would just multiply my 2 fractions together. 2 out of 6 times 0 out of 15 is 0. Number 9 says, one letter tile is randomly drawn from a set of 26 alphabet tiles representing the letters A through Z. What is the probability the letter drawn is a vowel or is in the phrase Murph dog? So, vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So that is 5 out of 26. And then in the phrase Murph dog, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters. But I have double counted my vowels, so I want to subtract the U and O, which is 2 out of 26. Then I want to add these fractions together. So I have 5 out of 26 plus 8 out of 26, minus, I will get this right, 2 out of 26. And then I'll go math, fraction to turn it back into a fraction, which is 11 out of 26. Number 10 says I spin the spinner with equal parts. What is the probability that the spinner lands on a 1 or a 5? So all of my 1s I'm going to circle in blue. There are 4 out of, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 total spots. And I'm going to go count my 5s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I just add the 2 together to figure out the total. There are 8 out of 16 spots, which simplifies to 1/2.